Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Graduates, families, honored guests, and friends, on behalf of the faculty and the staff of the school, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to this, the 2014 celebration of graduation from the George Washington University School of Business. I am Philip Wirtz, the Vice Dean of Programs and Education and the Marshal of this ceremony. To begin, may I please ask you to turn off all cell phones for the duration of the ceremony. To start the ceremony, I would like to introduce our student vocalist, Alexandra Bonvouloir. Alexandra is a graduating senior majoring in business administration, double concentrating in international business and marketing. Alexandra has studied in Hangzhou, China, Paris, France, where she worked as a fashion and public relations intern at Stella McCartney. She also interned for L'Oréal in Yves Saint Laurent, France, UBS Wealth Management, Grant and Eisenhower LLC, PBS Nightly Business Report, and Mr. Youth, and this year served as the co-chair for the 5th annual GW Women in Business Conference. Starting this August, Alexandra will begin her career as a strategy and operations analyst at Deloitte. Please stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Today we honor the over 400 undergraduate students, the over 500 Master of Business Administration students, and the 8 PhD candidates who have met all the requirements of their respective degrees and will therefore stand before you at the end of this celebration as graduates of one of the most elite educational institutions in the country. I now have the pleasure of introducing the Interim Dean of the School of Business, D. Christopher Kays. Dean Kays is a professor of management at the School of Business and a senior fellow at the Center for Excellence in Public Leadership at the George Washington University. He has served as Interim Dean of the School of Business since 2013 and as chair of the Department of Management. He is the author or co-author of 5 current and forthcoming books and numerous research studies. Dean Kays' research on learning, leadership, and the destructive pursuit of goals has received several awards, including the first most significant contribution to the Practice of Management Award by a division of the Academy of Management. His research on leadership, learning, and teamwork helps us to understand how leaders build continuity in times of crisis and change. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dean D. Christopher Case.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome again to the George Washington University School of Business Undergraduate, Masters of Business Administration, and Doctoral Graduate Celebration. I want to take a few moments to acknowledge our special honorees today. Several weeks ago, a group of students were inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma, an honorary society for accredited business programs. Those students are wearing blue and gold stoles today. In addition, award presentations were made to individual students and faculty yesterday in a special ceremony. Awardee names and their awards are listed in your program, and Vice Dean Wirtz will be calling upon recipients later in the program. On Sunday, the university will hold a commencement on the National Mall, with the 2014 commencement will feature guest speaker Jose Andres, with GW President Stephen Knapp delivering charge to our graduates. I now have the distinct honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, Barry Salzberg. Mr. Salzberg is the Global Chief Executive Officer of Deloitte Touche Tohmatsu Limited. He assumed this position in June 1st of 2011, and as CEO, Mr. Salzberg leads and manages the executive committee and sets strategic direction of the Deloitte Global Network. The Global Network comprises 47 member firms operating in 150 countries with approximately 200,000 employees worldwide. Mr. Salzberg is a member of the Board of Directors and the Executive Committee. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Barry Salzberg.
Thank you, Dean Case, for inviting me here today. I am definitely thrilled to be in Washington, D.C., one of the most dynamic, historically significant cities in the country, if not the world. And I'm certainly honored to be speaking to the 2014 graduating class of George Washington University School of Business. I'll keep my remarks brief, because I know 10 years from now, if you remember anything about today, it'll be your sense of satisfaction of a job well done. That, and the fact that your guest speaker was someone who ran some kind of large organization and resembled Dr. Phil. I know this because I've been where you are now. I can remember well what it felt like to be at my own college graduation. There were a lot of emotions, excitement, pride, relief. What there wasn't was a sense of confidence in the direction my life would take. Trust me when I tell you, I wasn't the guy most likely to end up running an organization like mine. Nope, I was the long shot, the dark horse. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. My dad was a postal worker, and my mother was a bank clerk. My sister and I were the first in our family to go to college, ever. My parents were supportive, but not everyone thought I was college material. My high school guidance counselor told me not to bother applying because I wouldn't be able to handle the work. Not exactly a ringing endorsement. I applied anyway and was accepted to Brooklyn College. Two of us, I guess. My family didn't have much money, so I lived at home and I worked my way through school. Eventually, after some encouragement from my wife-to-be, I took a chance on law school and ultimately joined Deloitte's tax practice in the United States. But I can assure you, when I first arrived at Deloitte in my stiff new suit, no one was looking at me as future CEO material, let alone global CEO. So how did I manage to beat the odds? I think it was a combination of factors: hard work, long hours, adaptability, they all served me well. But I believe what really got me to where I am today were bridges. From my early upbringing to the present, it's been about the bridges that people have built for me and the bridges that I've built with others and for others. It's a concept that's probably more relevant today than it's ever been. For decades, success was tied to climbing ladders. Today, it's all about building bridges. Some of you may be familiar with best-selling author Seth Godin or follow his blog. But in his book, The Icarus Deception, Godin talks about the fact we're living in a connection economy, an economy that rewards value created by building relationships versus industrialism. Our greatest assets are no longer the things we produce, but the connections we make and the bridges we build. So with that in mind, today I'd like to share with you 3 lessons I've learned through the years about bridges. Lesson 1, always remember the bridge that brought you here. If you think about it, families are human bridges built over time. Take your parents, for example. Many of you are following in their footsteps. But for others here today, your parents, like mine, didn't pursue higher education. Regardless of the path they took themselves, all parents instinctively encourage their kids to do the best. Now, back when I was in school and my parents were on me about my grades, my dad would say, when I brought home a 99, Barry, where was the extra point? Now then, that encouragement sounded a whole lot like nagging. But now that I'm a parent myself, I realized my parents pushed because they believed in me and wanted me to succeed in ways they hadn't. They didn't get to college themselves, but they built the bridge that got me there. Over time, you'll realize who you become and what you achieve will always trace back to that bridge of belief stretching from your parents to you and eventually from you to the families you build. Lesson 2, build bridges with others. We're living in a very collaborative age. Your generation is connecting at lightning speed through social bridges like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to name just a few. It's this new reality that's inspired my current leadership platform. I call it connected leadership. Now more than ever, I realize no one can go it alone, whether building your career or building business. The focus is no longer on those who come to the table with the slickest agenda and the sharpest elbows. I believe the most valuable leaders are those who can bring people together and make big things happen. It's an environment in which the spotlight on the we versus the me. And I'm not alone in my thinking. Your school's ever insightful namesake, George Washington, once said, 100,000 men coming one after another cannot move a ton weight, but the united strength of 50 would transport it with ease. Lesson 3, build bridges for others. If you're sitting here today, you've had some good fortune in your life, so pass it on. The good news is your generation totally gets this and is likely to be more socially active than any who came before you. May you never lose this passion and concern for others. More importantly, I hope you find a way to turn that passion into action. I currently serve as board chairman for College Summit, a nonprofit based here in D.C. College Summit was created by a colleague of mine, J.B. Schramm, whose initially the idea came to him years and years ago when he realized many of the less fortunate teenagers he was working with would not be attending college. In most cases, these kids simply didn't have the support, encouragement, or role models in their families to guide their academic pursuits. So JB took his idea, along with his determination and business savvy, and founded an organization to bridge that gap. This year, College Summit will help thousands of kids not only get to college, but stay in school to complete their degrees. So be a bridge, especially in your community. The world needs real solutions, not just big ideas. Now, don't get me wrong, I want you to go out there and dream big. Be open to everything the world has to offer, and don't limit your aspirations. But be prepared to really drive those dreams, to roll up your sleeves and put in the hard work needed to make them a reality. Be confident, but don't expect what you haven't earned. I've got a good story for you about that. The other day, one of our HR people told me about an interview he'd had with one of your classmates. We're talking about a really outstanding young leader, say 4.0 grade point average, cutting-edge research, 2 board memberships, speaks 5 languages. Oh, and by the way, said our interviewer finally, what kind of salary are you looking for? The candidate never even blinked. In the neighborhood of $300,000 a year, depending on the benefits, of course. Well, at this, our interviewer perked up. So what would you say to 5 weeks vacation, 14 paid holidays, full medical, full dental, company matching retirement to 50% of your salary, plus a new company car every 2 years, say a BMW? Wow, said the candidate, are you kidding? And the interviewer replied, well, yeah, but you started it. In all seriousness, I want you to make the most of this next chapter in your life. It's an exciting time. So go work hard, be smart, think big, but always, always remember the power of bridges in your life. Good luck to each of you. Have a great life, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Salzberg, for coming out today and sharing your thoughts, sharing your stories, but most of all, for hiring our students.
At this time, I would like to acknowledge the recipients of the 2014 School of Business Student Achievement Awards. As mentioned before, a ceremony was held yesterday to recognize faculty and students, and I'd like to acknowledge these students now by asking all award recipients to please stand and remain standing while I read all of the awardees' names. This information can be found on pages 15 and 16 of your program booklet. May I ask you to please withhold your applause until all names have been announced. Jamie Ruth Armstrong, Jose Pablo Arnau Gomez, Glenn Bewley, Alexandra Chadwick, Jared Adam Fisher, Brian Robert Fricke, Christopher Ryan Grambow, Eugenia E. Gregorio, Yoon Roo Hugh, Caitlin D. Hooper, Christine LeClaire, Alana Catherine Mello, Stephen David Nason, Hannah Ellen Obakowski, Walter R. Peters, Ranjani Sridharan, Christina Maria Zerlip, Maria Lourdes Tiglau, Amy Watson, Kevin Weiss, Errol Bruce Williamson, Yuki Wu. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause to congratulate the student awards. Thank you. I now have the pleasure of introducing our first student speaker, Mr. Hunter Pritchard. Mr. Pritchard is a student of the University Honors Program, receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration degree with concentrations in marketing and finance. Mr. Pritchard joined the Compass Fellowship Program, mixing social enterprise and business, and later became a mentor to the next generation of entrepreneurs. He served on the Center for Civic Engagement and Public Service Grant Commission, as well as being involved with Cantkeism and the Senior Interviewer Program within GW admissions. In the School of Business, Mr. Pritchard was an undergraduate mentor and teaching assistant, led the New York Career Trek, and helped to found GW DECA. While president of Capital Advertising, GW placed in the regional student advertising competition, placed first in the regional student advertising competition, and fifth in the national competition. A proud member of Sigma Chi fraternity, Hunter has served as the chapter's Derby Days chair. Mr. Pritchard is looking forward to working full-time with Deloitte Consulting starting this upcoming fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Hunter Pritchard, our undergraduate student speaker.
Wow. 4 years ago, we stepped on campus representing 130 countries and all 50 states as the class of 2014. Today, we are sitting here in our nation's capital, ready to embark on our future, an experience only a colonial can appreciate. As Frank Underwood said, the proximity to power deludes some into thinking they wield it. A House of Cards reference for those who didn't spend midterms watching for 14 hours straight to catch up on the last season. My vision is that we, the class of 2014, take advantage of the power we have gained by studying at GW. Power to me means being able to commit, influence, and get something done while being authentic, honest, and hardworking. True power is not measured by acquiring it, but by applying it to make a positive impact. All of this is what it means to be a GW graduate. I'm amazed where this sea of buff and blue is going in the future. Some of us will teach in disadvantaged schools with TFA. Others will start their career on Wall Street, join the tech firms of Silicon Valley, revolutionize the consulting industry, or continue their education. These are just a handful of the unique stories yet to come. At GW, we've learned new ways of thinking. We've had our perspectives challenged and been given the power to make a difference. We study in an environment where our opinions matter, where our professors want to hear our perspectives on business ethics, consumer behavior, or the financial climate. We have learned to articulate and defend our ideas while respecting the ideas of others. And because we've been given these opportunities, something extraordinary happens here. We all chose GW for various reasons, whether for academic reputation, opportunities for internships, or the DC experience. GW is unique. They advocate the balance of the whole person. We are defined at GW by more than our GPA, but the summation of our choices. Our choices are just one of the many roads to an end, but which one we take defines who we are. Take a minute to think about your journey. One moment in particular that encapsulates my GW experience was with GW Capital Advertising. On an April day when I was in the bustle of Manhattan, standing with my 4 GWSB peers ready to present, and 10 teammates sitting in a packed auditorium, the ideas and concepts that we'd spent over 2 months developing working 15-hour days with nationwide research, endless debates, were all to be scrutinized by a panel of five vice presidents and CEOs. Our campaign would be judged in just 25 minutes. The Capital Advertising team's personal bond, passion, diligence, and commitment enabled us to articulate our insights and defend our ideas. And we were rewarded by a first-place finish. First place is an excellent result, but it is not just about the GPA or an award. So what is it all about? I came up with 4 lessons I have learned that I believe will sustain us long after we leave this amazing institution. First, the importance of building, maintaining, and cherishing relationships. From our first CI friends to the colonials we meet as alumni, we share a unique colonial bond that will enrich our lives. Let's remember what we have learned in the School of Business as we walk into a meeting or when we meet someone in an elevator. Have your pitch ready with your business cards handy. All humor aside, these are the skills that will set us apart as we make a name for ourselves and expand our personal and university brand. Second, ask questions. Follow your curiosity, intuition, and passions. We've been told by our professors, mentors, and friends to question what is otherwise accepted. Innovation begins with a natural distrust of the status quo. And the old rules are crumbling, and nobody knows what the new rules are. So make up your own rules. Live your life with gusto and enthusiasm, and remember what Steve Jobs said: the new is you. Third, do what you love. Push the envelope. And even though you might occasionally fail, don't be intimidated. We have all made mistakes, whether we received a bad grade or failed to take advantage of an opportunity. Our failures make us wiser. We've recovered and we've moved forward with confidence. And finally, let's take these lessons and apply them by adding value to the lives of others. The world needs more heroes. So much has been given to us, and now it is our obligation to make it come full circle. I am constantly inspired, as we all are, by the accomplishments of our peers, founding nonprofits, winning business plan and case competitions, launching startups, and volunteering abroad, to name just a few. We can, and we should, truly accomplish our goals and make a difference in the lives of others. Power is not on Capitol Hill or in the White House. It's right in front of us. It's in the relationships we built. The passion to follow our curiosity, the choice to do what we love, and the impact we have in our lives and the world around us. Let us applaud the professors who challenged us, staff and advisors who provided invaluable advice, our peers who supported us, and our families, who have been our biggest cheerleaders from the beginning and continue to empower us to be the best that we can. Today, we should feel proud to walk across this stage as graduates of the George Washington University School of Business, a school that has contributed to our understanding of the world, ourselves, and the people around us. We have reached this moment that so many of us have dreamt about. GW has fashioned us into the trailblazers of tomorrow, and we have a responsibility to continue learning and to share these lessons with others. Remember that the most captivating people are good listeners with powerful stories. I can't wait to see the stories you write and hear about the journeys you lead. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Interim Associate Dean for Research and Doctoral Studies, Ravi Atrol, who will now present the doctoral degree candidates.
This year we have 8 graduating doctoral students, but only 2 are able to be here with us today. Ji-Hoon Park from the field of international business. Ji-Wan Yoon, management.
At this time, it is an honor to present the candidates. Will the candidates please rise and proceed to the ramp in front of the stage in accordance with the instructions from the GWSB commencement team.
Bachelor of Accountancy. Benjamin Van Duren. Glenn Bewley. Leonardo Cariano. Connor Travers. Leah Bartolocci. Kiara Ann Kenny. Elena Catherine Mallow. Joe Chen. Jordan Ian Muchnick. Kyle Vincent Coles. Yunru He. Xiaona Zhou. Chenyang Zheng. Jiayou Zhang. Yuki Wu. Mengwei Li. Congyi Guo. Amna Bibi. Miso Li. In Shen. Jinyong Li. Xuan Xie. Yuan Gao.
Bachelor of Business Administration. Odelia Hayon. Odelia Hayon. Carl Francis Lawrence. Olivia Ann Haddad Salah. Hannah Chelsea Gilfenbein. Adriana Lalinde. Isabella Escobar. Emily Solomon. Alicia N. Lalvani. Bhavin Kirit Patel. Riddhi Shalini Arora. Meghna Marate. Sarah Kamar. Vishali Goyal. Quinn Vaughn. Yalin Jiang. Xing Guo. Yuyang Chen. Stephanie Marie Methodius. Joseph Speranza. Robert Klosanda. Jenny Kusung Bang. Patricia Gonzalez Keller. Shang Chen Shi. Andrew Gregory Martin. Jennifer N. Gross. Andrew Joseph Calaccio. Ariana Damey. Alana Weinshell. Sarah Yoon. Jackson Cade Wamry. Jared Adam Fisher. Bevan Levy. Okay. City Salvi. Megan Elizabeth Powers. Melanie Helene Young. Human Fazli. Felicia Anderson. Kawe Stephen Chen. Brandon Joseph Savastano. Joseph Sipos. Todd Morrill. Chasen Lewis Bender. Hunter Francis Pritchard. Hunter! Sasha Rupal. Adam Saman. Alexandra Elizabeth Bonvouloir. Andrew J. Deschong. Mark Andrew Land. Amanda Grace Pasek. Angie Joji. Emily Rose Yeager. Nicole Mararka. Brett Montgomery Davis. Nicholas Anthony Morosi. William Ellingson. William! Luke Rosansky. Nazneen Esaboy. Ryan Daniel Cunahan. Alia Allah Hadari. Jared Scott Kotler. Daniel Abraham Burstiner. William Joseph Netterwald. Gonzalo Vicente Megre Pires. Jacob A. Deitcher. Akshay Gandhi. Matthew Welch. Yoni Ginsberg. Kayla Marin Mallory. Sasha Stearns. Christopher Ryan Grambo. Aditi Anand. Brooke Lauren Gaines. Louis Richard Georgie. David Gelsomino. William Maxwell Dismore. Isabel Perry Franklin. Molly Leah Hoffman. Noam Elam. Elizabeth Parker Bantleon. Chidi Adonis Ebay. Stephen J. Sussman. Julia Shiano. Abai Molaling Misgana. Ahmed Mohammed Al-Azmaq. Rashad Al-Medhoun. Wasim Banani. Joshua Patrick Sloan. Max Michael Romano. Ryan Gillis. Catherine Elizabeth Penna. Katie Strickberger. Katie Schneider Lesser. Casey Doyle. Anna Israelovich. Naharika Reddy. Savara Mallon. Krisha Padilla Paz. Emily Tran. Zhonghao Zhang. Michael Anthony DeLuca. Andrew Carlisle Hainsworth. Benjamin Edward Adams. Sungjun Moon. Chun Jung. Juno Kim. Stephen James Nellig. Nikita Foman. Ye-Ji Park. Victor Alexander Svensson. Ali Artun Aigun. Nicholas Grady Dutton. Hong Long Chen. Xian Liu. Di Shu. Zhuwei Zhao. Saleh Al-Karbouche. Nathaniel Joseph Little. Laura Londoño. Toby Cooper Wood. James Elam. Michael Andrew Clay. Nicholas Jairus Kerniger. Nikita Pinchko. Benjamin Clement. Chelsea V. Weldon. Shira Ann Gorski. Lindsay Noonan. Patrick Michael Abrams. Benjamin Brown Pauker. Jillian Tesler. Evan M. Doynow.
That's my boy Jordan right there.
Owen Thomas Kirby.
Owen T, baby. Money, money.
Jeffrey P. Winston. Gary W. Higgins, Jr. Stephen R. Tedesco. Ross Cody Whittam. Marzine Loren Benlian. Chelsea Rose Finn. Brianna Marie Dolan. Morgan Meyer Boundy. Christy Lynn Katz. Julia Helen Gardner. Caroline Amelia Irvin. Stephanie Rosenblum. Frank John Bichetti. Sarah Cassidy Inat. Adam A. Skomerski. Adam Blash. Eric R. Schweizer. Victoria Kedzie. Kelsey Zwolinski. Megan Broly. Marissa S. Weiner. Augusto Granito. Chung Hae Singh. Sayla Kim. Ji Wan Choi. Ji Ho An. Kevin Taeung Yoon. Jian Lim. Nicole Yu Wogu. Gabrielle Louisa Joan Whitehouse. Jennifer L. Frusciante. Brianna Lee Monkarsh. Goomberg. Stephen David Nason. Anne Caldwell Thompson. Maria Nicole Novick. Kayla D'Angelo. Carolina Salgato. Dana Khaled Abu Nazra. Jessica Ann Dembeck. Pauline Haley Kim. Chen Lee. Qingjiao Tong. Shinya Wang. Xinyue Zhang. Yihan Liu.
Jake Shapiro Tankle. Lacey Jordan Shapiro. Samantha Stutman. Lizu Rapkin. Max Belinsky. Evan Andrew Klein. Gabrielle Loftus. Cameron Adelapour. Eric Ray. Brandon Romanoff. Jason David Grossman. Corey Tyler Flick. Daniel Mankowski. Matthew Lipson. Johanna Fitzsimmons. Lily Gibson Freed. Caitlin McGrath. Rachel Emily Fensterman. Sarah Friedman. Paige Alexandra Arfman. Zachary David Sirota. Sai Jung. Logan Tanner Markley. Emma Todorowicz. Dakota Kyle Selmner. Giordano Julio Sordani. Kevin J. Weiss. Daniel Ezra Goldstein. Alicia Glades. Alexandra Smolin. Anthony Michael Zarilli. Zachary Valentine Pierce. Trevor A. Faden. Roy Kennan. Andrew Niemczyk. Brian Scott Reisman. Jessica Jiamin Wen. Hannah Opatuski. Matthew Toby Scott. Madeline Paige Marinella. Emily N. Probst. Singya Wu. Brooke Naomi Nakatsakata. Nicole Elizabeth Reynolds. Michael Ju-Young Wu. Marius Mokanu. Chris Anthony Lavinio. Usama Khan. Tu Swan Tron. Rebecca S. Walsinger. Lauren N. Brown. Amanda Emily Leckler. Golnar Gotts. Mark Philip Misserlian. Stephen Mark K. Sean Ian Lynch. Andrew Schoen. Rebecca Lee Paris. Jesse Alexander Cohen. Elon Gordon. Jacob S. Itzkowitz. Jake Michael Snyder. Shahar A. Abrams. Raghav Jagian. Christopher T. Kochen. Doriel Jakov. Christina Nenfelt. Melissa Friedman. Lisa Sue Fisher. Camille Elizabeth Stupard. Papnadi. Corey Javon Gregory. DeMarcus Parker. Tanya Bibi Amadi. Gwendolyn F. Jenkins. John Clarence Truscott. Simi Ojuri. Alexandria Neal. Stephanie Marcosi. Andrew Bailey Hinners. Tyler Rinaldi. Alex Sandlin. Francisco Solorzano. Christopher Pack. Sonal Kazud Inkbatar. Marcel Penso. Samuel William Dubin. Michael R. DeWigoy. Miguel Julio Acevedo. Max Zhao. Yihan Huang. Lulu Wan. Hao Pan.
Dylan Matthew Joseph. Rachel Lee Anderson. Zishang Max Chen. Ryan Patrick Kelly. Christopher Maxwell Vicino. Kang Dewey Nguyen. Carl Delatour. Torrance C. Shepherdson. Chen C. Lee. Stefan Franke. Caroline Marie Myers. Darren Tan Olpak. Garish Tewani. Alessandra Ortiz Morisi. Nicole Maria Lastres. Matthew L. Casper. Samuel H. Goodman. Evan Scott Rubin. Colton James Blackman. Thomas Hart McLaughlin. Michael Kevin Buss. Paul Gabriel Byrne. Jacob Sutherland. Jonathan Real Halpern. Patrick Yu. Farhang Ali Pujmandia. Arthur Eric Zist Jr. Nicholas Alexander Burke. Alexander Martinez. Chelsea Lynn Curcio. Jamie Ruth Armstrong. Elizabeth C. Zander. Benton Frank Kircher. Brittany Ann Doran. Ikechukwu Umez Eronini. Marinelle G. Stewart. Nichelle Anye Holmes. Ludmila Michailova. Daniel N. Tyner. John Lucas Carino. Jake M. Ratner. Tolua Lope Oshobajo. Chong Ling Shen. Alexandra C. Chadwick.
Executive MBA. Robert Peter Cantu. Hillary Nicole Lewis. Rina Amal Jabur. Gregory Yadzinski. Brian R. Fricky.
Say it right now. Say it right.
Ricky!
Errol Bruce Williamson, Jr. Jeffrey W. Davis. Erica Lee Boyd. Rosemarie Sanchez Chiwa. Daryl L. Darnell. Sipatella Eugene Sikalu. John Bruce Stubbs. Hugo R. Caceres. Sean M. Kaufman. Agnes Goldmain. Adeyinka Mona Davies. Matthew Anthony. Sarah Young. Irvin Andre Alexander III. Angela Anderson Hoffman. Song Ok Lee. Daniel Sibusizo Tabanye Umtanye. Lourdes D. Tiglao. Gary Lawrence Brackett. Aiken James Idell. Leonitra M. Davis. Andre Reynard Davis.
Awesome, by the way. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Vincent Walid Jelani. Stefan Germain Heyer.
Love you, appreciate it.
Love you too. Oliver Bo Scaife. Keith Jamal Bullock.
Chester Morris Pitts II.
Chester Morris Pitts II. Timothy Bruce Shaw. Moses T. Foku. Carl Pema. Yarusha Brown. Tiffany J. Bowen. Stephen A. Bowen, Jr. Masika Maheli. Ovi Maheli. Nobody? Woo! Jasmine Dior Wilson. Joshua Matthew Wilson.
Master of Business Administration. Catherine M. Branch. King. Precious Dolly King. Nathan Clay. Wei-Shin Shi. Jin-Yun Lee. Shishwan Sun. Siobhan Agrawal. Charmaine H. Rose. Mary Cox. Laura Florick. Christopher Bentz. Todd Allen Johnston. Amanda Jean Shoto. Nicole Marie Diedrich. Patricia Sherry Bethel. Sarah Chima. Naveed Asghari. Latoya Nicole Forrester. Thomas Joseph Bessick. Jamal D. Jones. Douglas Chi Shen Ying. Ryan N. Booth. Tatiana Blanco Bertolo. Francis Denver McCary. Okay. Whitney Ross Snowman. Robert A. Fecto II. Marissa Lynn Smorag. Karen Street. Zeno. Michael Walter Zeno. Mehmet Karim Bosby. Dara Felder Logan. Erica Peters Gibson. Amy Greenan. Aziz Uranshev. Andrew Wise Brown. Heba Casey. Aranjo Ursulino. Joshua M. Etter. Jonathan Michael King. Trevor Edward Tarsa. Richard Kim. Patton Michael Corrigan. Aaron Edward Stolpen. Jonathan Daniel Keepoor. Shira Leah Jacobson Brahms. Kevin Thomas Johnson. John O'Leary. Ming Go. Kimberly Elizabeth Matthews. Sofiane Dries. Travis M. Dennis. Christopher Pierre Gogler. Bradley Scott Bobrow. Jose Pablo Arnu. Joshua Paul Pavano. Genghis Kara. Jessica Clark. Genevieve McGreevy. Amy Caroline Watson. Robert Daniel Wyant. Justin Yapper Lichtenstatter. Matthew Joseph Frzenski. Matthew David Gibbons. Dane Foley Hennon. Alan Horowitz. Daniel Gerard Pugliese. Alexandra Johnson. Magali Marie Hélène Devic. Natasha A. Grullo. Ryan James Douglas. Antonio Robert Costa. Keisha Mullins Smith. Aisha Sparks. Veda Antoinette Wong Sing. Gary Barton. Stephen R. Dobbins. Talia Garfinkel. Yun Ro Hong. John Jaewon Byung. Elaine Liu. Gabby Manassi. Gabby Manassi. Tha Ryong Hail. Marianne Safi. Thomas Richard Larson. Jason Davenport Adams. Sarah A. Friedfield. Andrew T. Kirkmeyer. I need to rehearse. Stephanie Vale Poole. Thank you. Jason Lifton. Taylor Coffey. Amanda Beth Whiteman. Claire Seckinger. Stephen Keefe. Jonathan D. Fluitt. Michael B. Murphy. Victor Bay. Thank you. Joseph Anthony. Kenneth Jonathan Dubin. Mindy Joe Barksdale. Shakisa S. Klingman. Austin Bruce Frazier, Jr. Abdullah Hassan Karbo. Amy Furman Ahohe. Rachel Jarvis. Kimberly Marie Krissick. Robert Jeffrey O'Connor. Harimandir Singh Garcha. Scott David Garber. Todd Tamick. Andre Exeter Jones. Amit Nadav. Ben Allen Au. Archo Victor Musuku. James Bell. Helen Tamaro. Eugenia Gregorio. Daniel Schwartz. Jonathan Oliver. Carlos Tree. Russell S. Maltempo. Matthew James D. Girolamo. John Stephen Baker. Sean Murphy. Ryan Marlborough. Juan S. Ordonez. Matthew J. Newland. Olusolo Ola Lakem Olaniyang. Amanda Lynn Masonchek. Shannon Pascal. Colleen Joan Duffy. Evgenia Lomies. Azadeh Rezvani. Jason Kearney. Catherine J. Chopsky. Ali Yunus Saeed. Philip Benjamin Smith. Anna Helena Valandia Evan. Anna Stewart. Dr. Walter R. Peters. Utpal Patel. Jacob Brendan Gadd. Ainsley Johnston Hidalgo. Anita Lynn Smoots. Nelson Leonardo Velasquez. Christopher Michael May. Lei Ni Malo. David A. MacRiesel. Harris Martinson. William Ross Sprague. Dr. Glenn D. Pascual. Barbara Elaine Meringue. Dr. Yasser Malik. Michael Edward Rutler. Derek Michael Hodgins. Jeffrey Todd Marty. Kristen Thomas. Shireen Al-Hassawi. Rachel Marie Eiserman. Lushumi Sinha. Melinda N. Moyo. Jing Wang. Cleo Tsai. Yuthika Agrawal. Yawande Fateh. Aretha Kapurapu. Francis with an E. Spencer. Betty Wynn Tam. Juhi Chada. Vina A. Verman. Ranjani Sridharan. Sangeet Sushma Kanamuri. Kevin Lynn McCarthy. Amanda Cassidy. Ashley Rebecca Dilworth. Let's do it. Alyssa S. Medley. Nicole Rose Lynn. John Samuel. Nathan Leo Morris. Daniel Jose Arevalo Rincon. Samuel Louis Del Valle. John Doxley Vogt. Ryan Vota. Suzanne Ray Larson. Nicole Batchelor. Lubna Jamal. Emily Keogh Fontaine. Caitlin A. Reed. Charlotte Fixler. Alexander Gwynn. Kevin Francis McIntyre. David Milden Birch. Zobaya Jasmu. David Schiff. Carla Tompkins. Carla C. Plaskett. Mimi Ezra Lima. Darrow A. Mercado. Jacqueline Rothrock Veely. Ray Anthony Biggs II. Valentine Gabriel Pavel. David Brooks. Melissa Christine Gupal. Daniel James Houston. Anash Vacha. Sunil Nanjundaram. Malathi Garbham. Asiatu Diallo. Anna Inja Conte. Supap Jitty. Alex Ann Dietrich. Michael Roberson Green. Alexander Peter Prostakov. Samarth Mazaria. Tatiana Velma. Elif Malouf. Vahid Anzimipur. Shantu Tui. Priscilla Para. Nkim A. Okeki. Sarah Mohammed. Melanie Adams. Suzanne Goodlat Mann. Ashley Ray Grubor. Rachel C. Sorensen. Elena Saviolakis. Jason Daniel Lieber. Eric Miles Miller. Natalie C. Meyer. Aline Sosikian. Dina Tamar Peister. Rohan Shetty. Ambarish Kolkarni. Diana So. Okay. Bahari Sarami. Laura Schoenfield. You got me. Kern A. Fritz. Tapan Baragava. Scott Patrick Hensley. Amanda Malik. Varun N. Rahman. Douglas A. Nickerson. Martin L. Noset. Rachel Raru Maloney. Imad Masumi. Robin Aurora. Tommy Joe. Catherine C. Hollander Locke. Matthew Henry Ackerman.
I now have the pleasure of introducing our second student speaker, Miss Amy Watson. Ms. Watson is a Minnesota native, moved to Washington, D.C. 2 years ago to attend the George Washington University's Global MBA program. Prior to her move, she worked for a private primary care clinic as their clinic coordinator for 5 years after earning her undergraduate degree in community health education, which she received from the University of Wisconsin at La Crosse. For the past 2 years, Ms. Watson has been working for the GW School of Business Communications Department and is looking to pursue a career in the creative world through large-scale strategic project management. During her time at the George Washington University, Ms. Watson held the roles of Vice President of Events for the MBA Association, Vice President of Events for Business Gives Back, Co-President for the MBA Follies, Vice President of Events for Out for Business, Admissions Ambassador, and is the unofficial Class of 2014 Social Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Ms. Amy Watson, our Master of Business Administration student speaker.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. I promise to keep this brief because I know we've been here for a while.
On behalf of the graduating MBA students of 2014, I want to thank all of the support that we have in this room today and congratulate my fellow classmates. It is truly a sight to see the overwhelming amount of love. When we set out on this journey to complete our MBA, I imagine many of you had the same hesitation that I did. Will we succeed? We'd grappled for months, possibly years, about the decision to come back to school. After all, we were respected professionals in our communities, set in our routines with our support systems, and going back to school seemed like climbing Mount Everest. But we boldly applied, and one by one, we received our acceptance letters to the George Washington University. We had expectations for what it would be, we had hopes for what we could become, and we had dreams for what this could be for us when it was all over. And as we stand here on the threshold before we head back out into the world, armed with a new level of education and experience, I challenge you with a new idea. What really happened here was we reinvented ourselves. No longer are MBA students being expelled back out into the world with merely a toolbox of business models, but rather brilliant, adept, creative young professionals who are going to change the way this world does business. That is who is graduating today. That is what we did here. We started companies, we revolutionized industries, and we traveled across the globe, some bringing innovation and others hope to startups and companies in the poorest of nations. I myself traveled to 16 countries over my MBA experience, some with school, others for personal reasons, and every time I got off the plane in a new place, I felt enlightened. No longer were the words in the classroom merely to get my homework done, but rather they were building blocks that connected me to the world in a new way. I'm sorry, professors, but learning rarely takes place in the classroom. However, my friends, the road you are starting out on will not be easy. Some of us have struggled to find jobs. Others have struggled to find direction. Perhaps even some of you are more lost now than when you started here. But don't discard the journey as a means to an end. Take each step boldly and bravely. You are prepared. You will succeed. Truthfully, you'll also fail, but it won't be the failures that will keep you up at night. It will be the moments you failed to try for, the opportunities that you turned down, and the leaps that you didn't make. Remember that no matter what the challenge, you'll always have your MBA family here to support you. I know how valuable that family can be when 9 months ago my father died. The thousands of emails and phone calls I received, the flowers that showed up on my doorstep in Minnesota, the deep dish pizza Sean Murphy had sent to my house from Chicago, and the classmates, better categorized as my best friends, who got on a plane to come and help me say goodbye, taught me that what we built here will never be forgotten. That as we step back out into the world, as newly minted MBA students, do not forget you have each other. And I don't tell you this story to settle on a somber moment, but rather to enlighten you of a sobering life lesson I received far too young. Life is short, so be bold and be strong. And when you don't feel strong enough to go at it alone, lean on your MBA family. We'll be here for you. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with some advice, and since I'm outnumbered in this room by the collective thousands of years of wisdom, I think Michael Dell said it best. Try never to be the smartest person in the room, and if you are, I suggest you invite smarter people or find a different room. In professional circles, it's called networking. In organizations, it's called team building. And in life, it's called family, friends, and community. If I had a glass, it would be at this moment I would raise it and speak my last few words in celebration. To the class of 2014, you earned every ounce of this moment. Embrace it, celebrate it, thank the ones who got you here, be proud of the work you did to get here. I love you, and you all truly changed my life. In closing, some advice from my late father, Charles Watson. Always be yourself, and whenever you can, take the stairs. Class of 2014, here's to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Christopher Case will now address the 2014 graduating class. Dean Kayes.
Boy, talk about a hard act to follow. The School of Business at the George Washington University has provided you with a solid foundation, the core business skills to be successful in today's society. We encourage you to connect with your community through experiential learning, through internship experiences, through study abroad, and yes, even in the classroom. You've taken advantage of many of the opportunities that a university located in the nation's capital has to offer. These experiences have taught you how business is interwoven into society. On this day of celebration, remember to thank the individuals who supported your quest for excellence over these years: parents, family, friends, significant others, mentors, faculty, and staff who have supported you financially, personally, academically, and emotionally. The university namesake, George Washington, evokes courage, ideals, and leadership. His vision of building an institution of higher learning in the nation's capital is now a reality. At the George Washington University School of Business, we carry on his vision by educating students who demonstrate the values of the School of Business: integrity, leadership, scholarship, service, and connectedness. You personify these ideals, and you should be proud to carry on this great tradition of values embedded in our community. George Washington's life reminds us to be bold in our vision, but humble in looking at our achievements. To take advantage of opportunities as they arise, but to calculate risk accordingly. No achievement was ever reached through doubt, but doubt has never been absent from great achievement. No life is perfect, and George Washington's life certainly was far from perfect. But imperfection should never be an excuse for inaction. To paraphrase George Washington himself, deeds, not words, are the foundation of success. The name of George Washington is now inseparable from you. It will remain an important part of your day-to-day life for years to come, on your resume, in conversations, and hopefully in your heart. As you go about achieving great things, remember the call of courage, ideals, and leadership that you learned while a student here at the George Washington University School of Business. As you continue to grow in your potential as a leader, I encourage you to stay connected to the university. Recent alum are active in mentoring, hiring, supporting existing students, and the George Washington University School of Network gets bigger every day. As a graduate of the school, you graduate from a business school ranked among the top business schools in the world, and you now carry the knowledge that will allow you to successfully learn new things, prepare to accomplish what you could never have imagined. Completing a degree marks a significant milestone, but it is only the first step in a lifelong journey of discovery, growth, insight, and personal success. Today, you begin your learning journey. Congratulations on behalf of the deans, faculty, staff on an astounding accomplishment.
Thank you, Dean Kayes. We're almost at the end of our celebration, but I do not want to end it quietly. As I read out the names of the degrees, I would like its students to rise up loud, rise up proud, and make some noise. This is your day, your celebration. Are you ready? Bachelor of Accountancy. Bachelor of Business Administration. All Master of Business Administration. Doctor of Philosophy. All right, I want you all to remain standing, and I'd like to invite the audience to join us. I want to make so much noise that the White House can hear this. This is your last shot. On my cue, 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2014. Would you please remain standing as our ceremony will conclude with the singing of the alma mater. Following the alma mater, please remain standing until the academic processional is concluded. Please turn to the last page of your program for the alma mater. This concludes our school celebration. It's been a pleasure to share this event with you. May I add my own personal congratulations to all our degree candidates and especially to all those who made today possible. Would you please join the deans, the faculty, and the staff for a celebration reception now in Duquesne Hall. Thank you and congratulations.